What's going on, y'all? I'm gooder than good and better than most. I'm Reverend Roland, back with another video. This video is gonna be a little different. I decided to switch things up. I want to do a Q&A. I had people ask me questions about life and things they wanted to know about me. You could go in the comments and you can ask me questions. Anything about life or what you want to know about me. And you might want to stay tuned for this video because this video just might be able to change your life. Stay tuned. First question. Someone asked me how long have you been hooping? Well, I played baseball and basketball, all my life, as long as I can remember, really. So, yeah, that's about it. Second question. Someone asked me how to make your decisions, whether through your heart or through your mind. And the best way to make your decisions is through your heart, of course, because your heart tells you your true desire, your true passion, what you really love. And see, the thing is, this is how I know this for a fact, is because when you were being created in the embryo in the womb, your heart is the first thing. Your heart is not the first thing, but it's developed before your brain. See, your brain is just logic and some statistics and facts. That's all it is. But your heart contains emotion and feeling, joy and satisfaction, and what you really and truly want in life. So definitely follow your heart. If your heart is telling you something, your mind is telling you different, go with your heart, because your heart is going to be right always, even if you do feel pain. But pain is what makes joy feel so good. What made me start my channel? Well, see, in middle school, when I found out I wanted to be a motivational speaker, I was trying to think and figure out how should I, you know, get out there and motivate people. And then high school, I was like, let's just start a YouTube channel. And then now here I am. And here you are watching my channel. But definitely tell people about me and spread it. Trying to inspire as many people as possible. That's the purpose of this channel. How to stop procrastinating. Uh, that's gonna be my next video. First of all, I'm gonna give you a little something, how to stop procrastinating. But I'm gonna go more in depth in my next video. But what I am gonna tell you is, if you're not gonna feel like doing it now, you're definitely not gonna feel like doing it later. So go ahead and do it now. Muster your willpower and do it now. And get what you have to get done. If you feel like you can't muster your willpower, because you feel like you're exhausted and you ran out, then you need to come up with reasons why you need to get this done. Something that's going to drive you and push you and say, I got to get this done, because it's better to be tired than to be broke. You see what I'm saying? So basically, come up with a reason as to why you got to get it done. Something good and powerful enough. Something that's going to motivate you. Something personal that's going to motivate you and say, I have to get this done. This is my life and I'm in charge of it, and no one else is. How to block negativity and remain positive yourself. So the first thing is, the very first step to removing negativity is by removing the negative people and negative energy out of your life. That is the first thing you have to do. And the second thing is controlling your thoughts, what goes on in here. 80% of your self-talk is negative. But the thing is, controlling your self-talk, is no easy task. But in order to do this, you have to accept your thoughts. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is, if you give attention to the negative thoughts, then you will experience and feel negative energy, versus the positive thoughts that come through. If you give those attention, you will be positive. If you say positive things on a daily basis, hourly basis, you will be positive. Saying things like, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am smart, I am healthy. Those I ams are very important. Normally, a lot of us, we take advantage of those I ams, because those I ams can either curse or bless our future. We use those I ams loosely, not being aware of what we're doing to ourselves and our future. Just by loosely saying, I am this and I am that. You have to be careful. And back to what I was saying about accepting your thoughts and giving certain thoughts attention. See, your mind is like an ocean or the sky, whichever you prefer, right? And thoughts are simply waves or clouds that pass by. That's all thoughts are. Something that just passes by. Now you can either choose to give that wave attention by playing in it or staring at that cloud in the sky and giving that attention, or you could choose just to let it be and just let it pass. And that's what you have to do with the negative thoughts. You have to let them pass, let them go by. And then to remain positive, you just let that, those are the ones you give attention to. How to deal with situations of stress. Well, this goes back to the most important trait a human can have. Well, at least to me. To me, this is the most important trait a human can have, which is perspective. If you're able to change and manipulate your perspective of things and situations and life, you can be a happy person, because a lot of people that are negative aren't able to change and manipulate their perspective because they're so used to having a negative perspective and being around negative people. Versus if you're able to manipulate and change your perspective, you could change it into something positive. And same thing for situations of stress. Situations of stress, you could change your perspective to something less stressful, and you could think of whatever's happening in your life, something totally different. You could look at it someone else's eyes. You could change your eyes. It's just, perspective is just very important. Being able to change how you look at things, or being able to try to see how other people look at things. But I think that's probably the best way to deal with stress. Being able to change and manipulate your perspective. Next question is, who motivates you the most other than your parents? I guess I would say my passion. So I guess that means myself. But my passion definitely motivates me, because nothing can stop or deter my passion. The thing is, though, like, there are two forces in nature, push and pull. Without passion, you have to pull yourself to do things. That's hard when you don't have any passion. That's why people tell you to follow your heart. You have to pull yourself to do things. You got to pull yourself to do your homework. You got to pull yourself to go to work. But if you have passion and you're doing what you love, and you give yourself reasons why you have to do your homework, you can use that to push you. And my passion is what pushes me, and it makes things a lot easier. Like, it just feels so good inspiring people and changing their lives, and watching them and reinvent themselves. It just feels so good. And my passion definitely motivates me a lot, because when you're passionate about something, you're willing to do whatever it takes to achieve whatever you're trying to achieve. But the thing about my passion, and this is how everybody needs to think too, like, passion can only get you so far. You gotta be willing to work 10 times harder at least, compared to your passion. Someone asked me, how do I feel about the sport of basketball? It's a pretty interesting question, because when you get to know me, I'm a very old school kind of person. I'm wise beyond my own years. I got an old soul, for real. But the thing is, this is so funny to me to see. The thing is about basketball now, it has changed. Sometimes it does get boring. Like, when I'm playing pickup, and then all people want to do is shoot threes, or like just run up and down the court and shoot threes. Like, that's boring. It's not basketball. Um, I don't like how people try to complain about the physicality. Like, when I try to get physical with them, like, hey bro, stop doing that. I'm like, dude, we're playing basketball. Like, come on. Like, basketball has changed a lot. It would be fun to watch basketball back then, see those rules then. Now, it would be a lot more fun. But other than that, I mean, I love basketball, so I'm gonna watch it regardless, because I love basketball. So yeah, that's how I feel about the game of basketball. Um, Next question. Someone asks how to get through the hard times. Now, my favorite one of my favorite motivational speakers, Les Brown, used to always say, "The hard times are not come to stay; they have come to pass. They're going to be in the past." Well, this is me saying this now. They're going to be in the past, so you don't have to worry about them anymore. Your current situation and circumstance is temporary. Your beginning does not have to be your end. Sometimes the biggest setbacks leads to the greatest comebacks. It happens. You're going to feel pain, but it's worth it. Whatever you're going through, it is worth it. It is worth what is at the end. Even if, and it, let's say you're going through something different, like a family member passed away, right? I know that's a hard time for, you or someone else. That is tough. But in order to get over that, I think the best way to get over that is to live your life for them. Live your life to make them proud, because they're watching. They are watching. Live your life in a way that will make them happy, and then if they were alive, they would say, "I'm proud of you, and I'm glad you did this. I am happy for you." That is the best way to deal with your pain. If you lost someone, live your life to the fullest for them. If you're going through hard time, financial issues, remember what I said about those I ams. Instead of saying I am broke, it's better to say I'm just having financial issues at the moment. But yeah, hard times are not coming to stay. They have come to pass, and they're going to be in the past. And things are going to get better. Just keep looking up, and think like Tupac. Like Tupac used to say, keep your head up. Yeah, that's how you get through the hard times. How to get over a relationship? Well, first, so thing is, I remember a while back, this person, she was talking, and she was on Snapchat, and she saw this video of somebody she used to talk to, of him with another girl. They weren't doing nothing. He was just with another girl at his house. Nothing, nothing deep. And she was like, she felt a little jealous, but in my mind, I'm like, I know why you still feel something for him. It's because you still have something there to remind you of the times you guys had together. So when you get out of a relationship, this doesn't have to be permanent, just temporary until you get over it. I think that you should cut the ties, like of communication with that person, for a while until you get over them. Because if you keep looking back at that and at them, it's gonna remind you of the times that you had with them. It's good to remember good times, but if you keep thinking about that and you keep giving it attention, then it's gonna keep running through your mind, and then you're gonna feel loneliness because you don't have that anymore. Versus if you just let it be in the past, it's gonna be easier for you to get over. Versus just keep thinking about what the good times they gave you. You know, yeah, that's the best way. And then also go out with some friends, meet new people, go out with some friends. Hanging out with friends definitely gets your mind off of it. Do things you love, like do your hobbies that you love. Help you to help you get your mind off of it. That definitely helps to get over a relationship. Next question. Someone asked me what made me decide to go by as Reverend. So this is actually kind of funny, because back in middle school, even before I knew I wanted to be a motivational speaker, but I knew I liked talking to people, and I like inspiring people. And I've always known that I was sent here on earth to do something like this, to motivate people. So, and the thing is, people used to call me priest, pastor, and reverend. People still do, because they said I give off this vibe, that just feels like I just give off that vibe. It was, and I was like, okay, I guess, because I didn't know how to respond to that. And when I became a better, speaker, and I started talking to people more, people would definitely say, "Look, now I don't feel like listening to your pastor talk or whatever." It was like, okay, or when I say something, people like, "Okay, Reverend," and I'm just like, okay, because like people used to always call me a preacher when I would talk and I give my little motivational speeches to them. People always refer to me as a reverend or a preacher of some kind, because that's what it sounds like when I'm talking to them. That's what, at least that's what they tell me. So I decided to go by as Reverend Roland. I also refer to Reverend Roland as an alter ego. It's so funny. I'll be like, I be telling people like, who talking? You talking to Jamal? You talking to Reverend Roland? Which one? It's kind of funny. But yeah, that's why I decided to go by as Reverend. Also, one of my favorite motivational speakers called Eric Thomas. He goes by as the hip hop preacher. So I'm like, okay, if you could go by that, I should be able to go by as Reverend Roland. So that's another reason why as well. So you know how people they say they're gonna do things, but they don't actually do it. So if someone asks me how do I do the things, I'm gonna say, that I don't end up doing. So this is what you got to do. First, you got to write a list of the things that you're going to do, or maybe a mental list. But it's better to write it because you have something physical. Have it to be a to-do list. So that way, when you do it one by one, right? And then when you do it, break it into small chunks too. Don't do something huge, and because like when you got something huge and nothing huge, your brain feels automatically overwhelmed, and you feel like you don't have enough time. And really, in actuality, you do. So it's best to break things up into small chunks, and then when you do those things, check it off. So that way you feel accomplished. Like, okay, I did this. On to the next thing. On to the next thing. And on to the next thing. And you find yourself completing the things that you say you're gonna do that you don't end up doing. Um, that's about it. But just break it up into small chunks, and then make yourself feel accomplished by checking those things off by saying, I did this. On to the next thing. On to the next thing. And then sooner than later, you find yourself doing the things you said you're gonna do. Last but not least, someone asked me, Kendrick or J. Cole? This is a great question. This is a great question. Um, Honestly, I cannot choose between the two. Both of them are great rappers. Both of them are phenomenal rappers. They're to me, and to me, they're the best rappers right now. And then when they're done, they should be, if they're not already, top 10 all time greatest rappers. Because they both rap about something real. They both give a message. Um, but the main difference between the two is that Kendrick can make a hype song. Like he makes a song that you bob your head to. He makes hype songs. Like J. Cole, he's more of a chill, laid back, lyrical person. J. Cole is a lyricist. I'm not saying Kendrick is not lyricist, but what I'm saying is like J. Cole is lyrical. Like he's like lyrical. Like in his new KOD album, he has a few songs where it's just lyrics and it's like wow. But yeah, I honestly can't choose between the two. They're both great, phenomenal rappers. That's a tough. Thanks choice for watching, everyone. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is gonna be here, here, somewhere on the top. Check out one of my previous videos. It's gonna be here, here, somewhere on the bottom. This is gonna be very helpful to you. Be on the lookout for my next video about how to stop procrastinating. I know this is gonna be big for a lot of you, for a lot of people. Um, and yeah, just remember, if you believe, you will achieve. Because if you think you deserve it, the universe will serve it. Thanks for watching.